Real. Oh, that's tough. I didn't record it. Oh, well, that's okay. Oh, really? That's funny. I think the reason why I forgot to start recording is because the trade triggered like right as I got on. And so I was just focused on the trade that whole time. Breaker for this play would be this 1 minute getting closed above here, the upside. So we violated this 30-second, which makes me think now a more likely scenario would be maybe if price came down and we got a long from this BPR, resweeping this low. Why not get on earlier? True. Yeah. The reason why I don't get on earlier is because I just get on when the kill zone starts. Kind of like what Dodgy does with AM. Kill zone for PM starts at 1:30. But yeah, we're getting these setups. I originally said that I would get on if there was like a setup that formed. Um and I haven't been the best about it. So well, if you waited for the 5 minute here, I guess that was the right play. Good job, because I guess order flow hasn't really been confirmed bullish yet. If you took a loss here, I think that's a fine loss if you're willing to be more risky with your entries. Obviously, we don't get the 5 minute close there. But yeah, I mean, if you're trying that on eval, it's unfortunate. Rejected off the 1 minute breaker block. Yeah, we rejected off the 1 minute. I think this is the order block here, unless you mean like this to the left, which I guess it's like a breaker. Sure. There's a 30-second only. Yeah, there was a 30-second there. There was whatever. Um, you took that out. That's fine. Yeah, you can definitely wait there. What do we think about the confirmation setup back up? Are we just gonna wait for the internal versus external, or I mean, it kind of went too far at this point. We inversed that 1 minute, so that's a little weird. And we didn't get an SMT. And ES still has its low of day relatively close. So oh, did not mean to remove my indicators. All right, let's talk about this morning real quick. I mean, unless do we want to sit here and watch this 30-second? Or are we just gonna wait for the 5 minute at this point? I mean, I can keep an eye on it. I'll just call it out when it inverses. If you want to take it, go for it. I think that this is probably a B minus setup, B setup. How do you get free resets? You just have to go to the YouTube channel, and they will like post codes. Opinion on Top Step? I think that there are better value firms out there. Okay, so let's go back to 9:30 today, or 9 o'clock actually. Any setups pre-market? Not really. We just chop. Then we chop through 9:30 open. The setup that I liked here was this 15-second long. Okay. The reason why is because when ES came down with NQ here, ES ran its 9:30 low. And so I figured we would just get a soup reaction there. And then we got this V shape off the low. And it was singular gap. And this is my one criteria for taking a 15-second long. It's if we get a reaction to a higher time frame gap. So in this case, it was the 1 hour. I just don't want to move it because then it'll mess it up. And if we're at the extremity of the range, okay? So this was coming into the macro, extremity of the range, reacting off a higher time frame gap. And it was good momentum. So I just took it on eval and passed a couple evals on that move. And then after that, we had an SMT here at the low, and we get our data wick that forms. And then we come down and we start to put in bullish PD arrays and disrespect bearish ones to the left here. So we get like a bullish OB, bullish breaker, bullish for value gap here. And then we get the same thing here. So when price comes down and we soup this low, okay, inside the gap, and we get this very bullish reaction after sweeping the low, I think this is another good eval setup. It's a mechanically very good setup. It's a 3-minute IO fed. And we still had previous day high above, okay? And I think that was the ultimate target for AM, because look at the reaction we get to previous day high here. Okay, it's very, soup-like. Obviously, it's, after the kill zone's kind of ended, after the target's been hit, price tends to get choppier. And so then after previous gets hit, we then get like a, 5-minute short here, which was pretty good, but maybe it was invalid because we hit that next gap. So maybe you wait for the next 5-minute and then you take that. But I think any short here was good after sweeping previous day high and recognizing that, just to target the data low. And then obviously, we get these confirmation setups off of this initial 5-minute reversal. And this was our confirmation setup here. And another thing I liked about this trade a lot was that we respected this 5-minute gap, which you can see has been holding price for a while. Okay. Any setups I missed, or any setups you guys want me to go over? Or actually, we should probably watch this 30-second long, right? Yeah, let's watch this 30-second long. This is A++. I don't think I can not take this setup, so if we get this, I will probably try it. Hopefully it doesn't go invalid. How many points stop is that? 17? Yeah, I'll take this. Break even for this trade. I think I'll just do at the high because I think we'll hit the next high regardless. How many of you guys are going to take this setup? One. Okay. Oh, that dude's pulling the Vert Classic, Tommy. Yeah, let me take care of that guy. Yeah, we'll catch you later, True Trader. Except Vert didn't message me. Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. A 5-minute short without sweep, if it wasn't delivering from the other 5-minute, would you have taken it? Probably, yeah. I will take worse mechanical setups as long as we have a data low or really good equal highs or lows. So yeah, I mean, I'm willing to take stuff as long as it's not too bad. What do you guys think? Dodgy joins in like 5-minute years. 11:38 short. Okay. So because we didn't V-shape here, don't love the setup as much. 11:38 short, 1-minute loss. Oh yeah, that one's tough. Was it this here? No, wait, no, that wasn't it. What lost? 11:38. What am I missing? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, what's my answer going to be? Yeah. Okay, well, let's go back. I guess internal versus external, maybe? You have this 2-minute that's holding. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to take this short, you just can't. You have to size light and not take a, or not have a stop loss. I guess. I don't know. Because you're kind of basing the short off the 15-minute, right? I don't know. Yeah, I get it though. I mean, I see the vision. You're kind of just shorting the SMR here. I wouldn't say you. I don't think that's a good like inverse model play, if that makes sense. Like the inverse model play was up here somewhere. Like if there was an entry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this feels like a FOMO entry. Like, yes, we have a data low, but it's outside the kill zone and it's after the move is already played out in discount. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, no, like I think the idea here was right. You just have to have like a different stop, or I don't know. I feel like this is gonna get wrecked because you're in discount so much, and it's like outside the kill zone kind of. But I don't know. It's probably hindsight for me to say that if this would have just like dumped, maybe I would have been like, oh yeah, good job, target the data low, good chase entry. But I don't know. Like yeah, this short entry here is good. What else? What other loss did you take? You said you took another loss. No, this was it. Oh yeah, one loss, one win. Right. Okay, yeah, cool. Very cool. All right, what else? Anything else? Let me go back and check other messages. You blocked Wab Carry? Okay. That's funny. Okay. Kind of pumping here. We left equal lows. Do these matter? No.
Yo, buddy,
Don't
how's
think
that
so.
Lewis low?
No.
We were on.
How's that Lewis low, buddy?
With what? Equal on the 30-second, right? Yeah, no, they don't matter.
How's the Lewis low?
Oh, there he is.
How's the Lewis low, buddy?
What's going on?
You like that Lewis low?
Dude, he's a really good strategy.
I did like it, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Everyone's hating on me.
Really? I thought it was fine. I mean, we had equal lows here too, which helped. You see the play I took?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Is there an SMT there?
No. Nope, no sweep. I just sent it because data low.
Ah, shit. Living on the risky side, huh?
Uh-huh.
Anybody else comment today?
What you up to?
I don't think so.
Golfing. I just shot a 47, but I didn't warm up, so.
Wow, very cool. On 9?
I'm warm out. Yeah.
Nice. We were gonna take this 30-second if we got it, but it hasn't triggered yet.
Dude, I would not take that anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. But if we V-shape there, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You have a good long weekend?
Yeah. I mean, I got up on Thursday. I'm freaking back tested on Monday, but other than that, yeah, dude.
Nice. Yeah, Gucci. Yep.
All right, see ya.
See you. Yeah, V shapes are not. Yeah, they're higher probability. Yeah, it's. I don't really have to clarify that because you're taking into account momentum into your trade. So right now we've kind of lost our momentum, and now we're about to get out of the macro. The macro is usually where we would expect expansion, right? Yeah, Gucci. There's only one scenario where I will take worse setups that don't follow the A plus mechanical model, and it's going to be when we have equal highs and lows on the higher time frame as a draw, or a data high or low as a draw. So like this is like the one scenario where I'll take a setup. But yeah, my fill on this was so bad. It was like here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no SMT, no liquidity sweep. So it doesn't follow the model, but the way that I kind of justified it in my head at the time was okay, we had this high that got souped, and then we kind of got our SMR here. I think. As long as we closed over this body. Yeah, so there was like a 1 minute SMR here. What is SMR? Oh man, I really need to make that video. uh Turtle Soup, CISD, Breaker Block. That was pretty cool that Apex extended the sale or whatever. I know SMD, but never heard of SMR. Should have taken that 1 minute light because now I'm down 20 on the day. It's whatever. If we inverse 23,298, I'm guessing you mean this, right? No. What are we talking about? 23. Oh, the 15. Okay, so you're asking me if we inverse the 15, do I think we're going to go for this low? Yes. I think if we inverse this 15-minute gap here, we're going to go for Asia low, London low. Watch for SMTs here. Yeah, I think we might just chop until 3 now. Is there any video about SMR? Yeah, where's the one video that Plyo has that we've talked about? That's a good one. But which one? It's in his like, I don't know. It's by Professor Plyo. I don't know where the link is. I should probably just put it in PM chat and then pin it. Yeah, order of operations, thanks. Is he really a professor that? No. No. 5 minute is now a 15-minute. Okay, so we have a 5-minute inverse here. If we take this 30-second, you'll be longing directly into the 5-minute. So what? Do we want to wait for this one now? 5-minute gap. We kind of pump up here. Take that. 3-minute. No, I wouldn't take the 3-minute here. Same reason as the 30-second, I think. I like this momentum though. This is a good candle. So coming up now. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I don't think we have to wait for the SMR here if the 5 minute breaks on this like candle or the next one. Probably the next candle. I feel like the highest probability setup here was the 30-second V shape, and we just haven't gotten it. So I think what's going to happen is we are just going to slowly grind down. Because we should have gotten like a soup here to trigger like a high probability reversal. And we just didn't. I guess we kind of have a soup on the 5 minute, but it's just not really. Draw higher isn't that strong. The draw above the relative equal highs, I guess not. I guess order flow is bearish. I think we want to go down and run these lows. This just kind of looks like a market maker model here. We want to complete down here. $15. So yeah, this 15 doesn't meet my entry criteria, but yeah, I guess we got the inverse. Did it the 1 hour inverse to the downside? No. Oh wait, yeah, it did, but the 4 hours still holding. 4 hours still holding, and we had this 15 minute here that was holding at the time, but I guess that broke. So I guess now we're bearish. Change my criteria? No. So yeah, on this inverse, the reason why this failed is because we just weren't bullish. This long was almost against the bias. It was just like anticipating the order flow switch, but we actually never switched order flow. We've just still been bearish this whole time. So we have to kind of wait for price to cause order flow to switch here in order for us to be confident in a long setup. And that will most likely come from an SMR, which we probably, like, I don't think this 5 minute one would be very good because this isn't really a soup. There's no soup here for an SMR. We would need to see like a resweep of a low or something. Okay, I know I'm like missing a lot of questions, so just keep spamming your questions and I'll try and get to them. 50-minute gap above the 5 minute, 30-minute gap probably gonna open up. Yeah, looks like it. 15-minute gap, I don't really care about. It's not that obvious. I think it'll break. If anything, I'll care about the 30-minute here. You're flat this week? No, I wouldn't say you're cooked. You're just honest. At what point can I ignore certain gaps? If they're not very obvious and they're not significant. So a significant gap is going to be one that has held price kind of like at a support or resistance level. So for example, this 5-minute gap that we used for this short would be significant because it held price for an extended period of time, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, however many, candles traded inside this gap. Okay, so this is a significant gap. This 5-minute gap, not so much. Okay. Doesn't an FEG get weaker with more touches? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, so if we close through CE, that usually, yeah, that can mean that the gap is weaker here. But at the end of the day, this 15-minute is really what's holding. I was just kind of giving the example of the 5-minute, but no, I wouldn't say the more touches, the weaker a gap gets. I would say the only thing there is like CE. We break CE, that can sometimes mean that we want to violate the rest of the gap. Yeah, with a candle close, yeah. So like for example, this 5-minute year. No, I would never do that, Gucci. I'd wait for the full close because this is a good example of it. We close through CE here, but it still fails. I don't really know what the percentage is of like a fair value gap eventually failing as a result of us closing through CE. I just know the win rate of watching IFEG setups form. That's about it. That's why I wouldn't ever pre-fire it, because if I don't know the win rate of a model that I'm entering, I'm not gonna take it. That makes sense. That's a good psychological tip to keep in your tool belt. If you don't know the win rate of the entry you're taking, you probably shouldn't take it. I know that price tends to gravitate towards data lows a good amount of the time, probably 70+% of the time. So any trades that align with that are going to have a high win rate. I enter a trade that aligns with that. Nice whale. Yeah, that was good. I like the momentum there. If we inverse the 30-second, can we go to the unfilled 5-minute? Yeah, I mean, I think that's where we'll go next. Probably that next high. Here. If you meant this one, this is a case of internal versus external. So you have to wait for the external gap that's currently holding price. This is our like point of interest, I call it. To inverse and not this one. This one is going to be significant though as well because we're going to create a lower low out of it. I don't think we're going to leave triple equal lows here. We want both to inverse. Yeah, for sure, Will. Yeah, for sure, Gucci. That's what I'm here for. Okay. If I missed anything, if you want me to look at a setup, let me know. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm leaving you out. Tommy, that is a specific gift, man. Three-minute underneath would be a valid short entry if we inverse. You're talking about this one? No, this is too old, so I won't take IFEG entries on the opposite side of the curve, meaning this is our buy side of the curve, and right now we're on the sell side. So I'll only take an entry if it's on this side of the curve. Like the only time I'll take an entry like that is if we have like a chase opportunity and it's like something like this, right? So this isn't really the buy or sell side of the curve. It's kind of like no man's land, but you can like enter that inverse. Yeah, to the data low, exactly. Have I taken anything else? Yeah, I took a 15-second long on eval, and then I took that short. That's about it. The 15-second I went over earlier, it was this entry. I thought it was nice. They even closed over the VI here, which is always a good thing. NY low tapped again, for sure. I see that. I see that. Crypto, why were you hating, bro? You were hating on the short earlier. You were like, ooh, uh-oh. If we inverse the first 1 hour, if we inverse the next one, would it be stupid to long? We inversed both 1 hour. I think you mean if we inverse the 4 hour, it would be stupid to long, I think. But I think longing might be bad right now just because of the price conditions. It might be better to wait for 3 o'clock. If we manipulate down, get an SMT, then long, yes, that would be cool. AMD here for sure. We're clearly in that accumulation phase, so if we're anticipating a long, it kind of makes sense for us to manipulate down first, right? So taking a long here with no manipulation leg is kind of bad. Like, this isn't really a manipulation leg here. Not a good one, at least. Yeah, exactly, crypto. Three-minute IFG plus OB. Go break even at the 5, sure. Yes, Marcus, I think that is probably the most likely outcome. I think it makes more sense to see price hit Asia low and then get a long from there versus getting a long from here. That's why I'm hoping that on this manipulation leg down, we run that liquidity and then we get our long set up. That would be dream scenario right now. So make sure you're listening. Make sure you're listening, okay? I know some of you guys tune out. Here is the dream scenario. We manipulate down, run Asia low, get a long for 3 o'clock. We could even potentially see like previous hourly low to previous hourly high. It might be a little unrealistic for PM given the current volatility, but that would be the dream. Would rather short to there after 15? Yeah. Whichever, you know. So yeah, if we were to, I mean, we won't inverse the 4 hour before the end of the session today. I feel like at this point it's already pretty clear that we want to go for the slow. So as long as we hold this, we'll be in good shape. If we dump through this before the end of the day, then obviously, yeah, longs will just be off the table and everything will just be dead. The 4 hour we inverse prior is more significant. Yeah, this one here. Because of the reaction to the weekly low. So to me, that tells us we're bullish. So as long as we hold the inception gap here, we'll still be bullish on the higher time frame. Us inversing this 4 hour down doesn't really matter, I don't think. Sounds good, Damo. Good discipline. Yeah, so off this inverse, we went to the next 4 hour. Now we've kind of rejected that. So I don't really know what to think. I feel like we're kind of in no man's land on the higher time frame right now. Like if we hold this and we hold this, we need to wait for one of those to break, one of these 4 hours here. But yeah, we'll see. I'm feeling debit. Okay. Well, that wasn't right. I'm feeling. What are we thinking? Telly? Okay. I don't like to guess double consonant words until like after we've already established more of the letters. I don't think it's tired because no E in the second spot. So it's got to be something like Telly, do it. Okay. Delt would have been good, except we already used the D. I mean, I guess fetch. What did you miss? Just a little 5-minute short. We got the data low. I probably should have held, but oh well. Hindsight is a bitch. Give me a signal right now. All right, short to Angela. Done. I'm not saying it's going to be a winning signal. Wednesday. Dawn, Flower Bond, Genesis, Alf, MTV, Fly, Fuse, Start, Combined, Pull, Birth, VHS. Okay. Okay. Now what? Combine, Bond, Fuse. What's the last one? Wed? Okay. MTV, NES, ALF. What was the last one? Okay. That wasn't too bad. Mayday, Mayflower, Mayfly, Maypole? I don't know. my indicator settings are, I think, are just the default, but let me check. Yeah, I think that's just the default. Is PM cooked? If we don't come down and grab Angelo, probably. Dude, I got so lucky with this short, to be honest, because I literally had my break even stop here, and we came within 3 ticks of it. Yeah, I'm actually just a top ticker or bottom ticker. I don't know. What? Okay. I don't know what's going on. End stream early and make an SMR video. Okay. You guys are funny. We're gonna hit this Asia low target. So that means no, I'm gonna do it. I'm just like, guys, you have to understand something, okay? Give you a little bit of context into my life. I'm not saying that these are excuses at all, or that like I should be, you know, any sort of way about it, right? But through school, through no, just basically through all of school, I was like the biggest procrastinator. And if I didn't have like real stakes or like real like, you know, like anything like this, it just wouldn't get done. Like if it wasn't the night before, it wasn't getting done. And that's kind of how I feel about content creation to a certain degree. Like I'll record stuff or I'll learn like content creation stuff. Like yesterday I was learning like how to edit audio for the first time. So I learned about compression. I learned how to use this AI thing to like cut audio clips down and you know, I guess fill or get rid of the fluff, right? So anytime you say like that kind of thing. And I learned about how to use like a de-esser. So like I'm learning like things at like a very slow pace. And I'm also like somebody who wants things to be done right. And so you pair that with procrastination and just stuff never gets done. So I guess I got to throw some stakes on it. Yeah, exactly. I'll get you a rib. See, positive reinforcement or like rewards doesn't help either. It's only if like something negative happens. What accounts for MFFU? I think the core are good. I think the scale are good. Wait for the scale accounts to go on sale though. If they're not on sale, just use the core. Rating this 1 minute, I would wait for Asia low. I think at this point, we don't have an SMT. ES is really close to it, so 3 p.m. if it's not up by the end of the month. That gives me a month, dude. This isn't gonna be done till October if you're giving me a month. We'll all cancel our sub if you don't make the video. Okay, that's a good stake. What about if I don't make the video, I have to stream every day of Friday for the rest of the month? Like if I don't finish it by Sunday, I have to stream every Friday for the rest of the month. That's a stake. I could do that alone. Yeah, of course. Wait, alone. How about I just finish it? Yeah. No, that's not a good one. Okay, what's a good one then? How about this? If I don't finish it by Sunday, I have to give away like 5 evals or 3 evals or something. 10 grand. Oh yeah, that could be good, Trade Boy. That I would actually hate to do. If I don't have it done by Sunday, I have to do a London session stream. Okay. That's what I'll do. So we'll either do I'll run a poll. Okay. And then what's a reasonable time? Like how long should I have? Sunday? Okay. Okay, trade. For Halloween, I'll be doing that anyway, Bert. For the sake of Europeans, don't upload? What? What's your costume? I don't know. It's like just turned September. But yeah, one of these days I'll go on Facecam in a costume. When I'm covering for Dodgy for AM. Dress up as a 3-minute IFUG. By the way, speaking of 3-minute IFUG, what is going on here? Yeah, that was actually what I might do, Dapper. I might dress up as Dodgy. Another short. We'll just wait for the long. I mean, if you want to shorten discount again, take the 2-minute. What are you saying again? No, I would go to live if you have the starters, because if you blow them, then you have to trade core and scale accounts, and those are 80-20 versus 90-10. So I think it's actually better to go to live if you have any of those starter accounts. Just make sure that you have the least amount of money in there possible before you get that last day. Because you don't want to, like, when it gets converted, it's an automatic $2,500 account no matter what. So it's not like they transfer your balance from the sim to the live. Is this manipulation? Kinda. I mean, we came up and we ran that internal high. Usually a good manipulation leg will run external liquidity or tap into an unfilled inefficiency. So this is just like a mid manipulation leg. We'll get the long about 3:30. That would be good. I could get a little lotto play again today. Yeah. No, Seb, I would try and take out literally as much as possible, like above the 50,100 buffer before you move to live. Like bare minimum in the account, because it doesn't matter what the balance is, you'll still get moved to live. I think. I don't know. You might have to double check my, I guess, comment, but that's my understanding of the rules. Yeah. All right, well, looks like we got the 2-minute inverse and it's going to fail pretty much instantly. I went to live and blew the account. They allowed me to go back to simulated, but it took a few days. Gotcha, Joey. Gotcha. Sorry, I wasn't talking. I was reading something. No. She doesn't watch Love Island. No, we are watching The Vampire Diaries right now, and we are also watching The Office. We just finished Friends. Friends is good. I like Friends. I call my FD for sure. Just on the live stream, Seb. You're not gonna beat Fahrenheit though. Fahrenheit's kind of the king of taking the codes. Dude, Stanley cannot ball. What are we talking about? I get the joke. That's funny, Trade Boy. They drop them at random, usually on the 15-minute or 30-minute intervals. It's way too. I've gotten a few of them, but Fahrenheit's worked at a system that like is just better for like getting them. I don't know. You have to watch Stream for the Ages. All right, I need to pivot real quick to a new topic because this is actually kind of interesting to what we think the sentiment of the future market's going to have over the next 1 to 2 years. Are we thinking AI is going to like crash? Like, do these tech companies actually have a reasonable case for revenue in the next 1 to 2 years? Like, they've spent a lot of money, and what I've heard or what I saw in that one article that was posted from MIT or whatever is that enterprises aren't getting a whole lot of value out of it. Yeah. So it's feeling like the .com bubble. I mean, yeah, in like 10 years, I could see it obviously having lots of utility, but I feel like, I don't know. I watched this interesting video and it was talking about how the majority of the leverage or the value that's going to come from leveraging AI isn't necessarily going to be from these big companies that establish one superior model. It's going to basically be a race to the bottom to see who can do it the cheapest for enterprises. And all of the other companies that are leveraging AI are actually going to be the ones to profit from it the most, selling direct to consumer. So, for example, the pharmaceutical company that uses AI to develop a new cure for an infection or illness or whatever is going to make more money than all the big tech companies trying to outsell each other, because there's a lot of competition in the AI space, especially since there's so many tools out there that can be used to produce people's own individual models. Like, I feel like the money is in the wrong spot. Like, maybe having your money in mid-cap stocks is actually better than trying to invest into big tech right now. Like, specifically right now. Maybe in the future that'll change, but I feel like right now mid-cap has more to gain. But I don't know. Maybe somebody has a different opinion or they can enlighten me. Obviously, this isn't my forte. It's just an idea that I'm resharing. The 30% retracement I think was from tariff Soul Envy, but yeah, I get what you mean. And I agree. I think overall the best strategy is to just buy the S&P or buy the Nasdaq and hold. But, you know, just in the short term, 1 to 2 years. These companies don't generate revenue though. Like, or I shouldn't say that they don't generate revenue. Their products don't generate revenue. A lot of companies are starting to pull back on their AI programs too, as well. Like, I think the number was like from 17% to 42%. That's the reduction in what Fortune 500 companies are putting into AI. It's like 42% less companies this year are spending, or they're spending 42% less than last year. Whatever it was, I don't know. But yeah, I think, you know, obviously diversification through Bitcoin, even gold, you know. Yeah, exactly. And I think there will be a rotation probably in 2026. I think all companies need revenue, right? What are my investments? I have money in UNH right now, the Nasdaq. I have some gold, some crypto, money in the S&P, money in a low cost index fund. Well, yeah. My average for UNH right now is like 300. Yeah, just in a Roth, and I have a brokerage. I have a Roth and a brokerage. Because once you max out your Roth, you can't really do too much else. I'm probably not doing it the most efficient way, but nice, Vert. Get a drip account. What am I, 50? Isn't that like what Buffett invests? Drip? Yeah. Nah. Yeah, that's like Buffett's bread and butter. I think I'm happy with my diversification as far as like my current risk because I'm young and so I can kind of do things that are a little bit more risky. And I have money set aside in a high yield savings account, and I don't know, pushing 30. Yeah, I guess 23 is pushing 30. I did buy meme coins. I don't know if you guys remember a while ago I bought Diddy coin and it like 8x'd and I didn't sell. Who's watching football this weekend? No way, the Eagles. Oh yeah, no, I would put the house on the Eagles. They've only gotten better in the offseason, and the Cowboys just lost their best defensive player. I mean, I don't know how you lose that game. Is it even like close, or are the Eagles like favored like -600? I don't know. Buckets. We're cooked. -450. Is that? That's not even like. I feel like that's still good value. Wait, they're only at -8.5. Michigan Vader. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's -430. Dude, I can't look at sports betting, man. What house number? Upstairs or downstairs? No comment. We got some funny people in stream today. Buckets, what do you think? Who do you think's gonna win Green Bay Lions? Green Bay's favored by the books. It's at Green Bay. It's the lay. House on the Eagles. That's the lay. You're gonna take the pack? Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm obviously gonna take Detroit every time. But yeah, dude, the Packers are looking scary. I hope Jordan Love just sucks. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I think they got all their other pieces together. I mean, it's pretty much just Jordan Love. Wasn't he injured last year for a decent period of time? Are you a Lions fan or are you Green Bay? Green Bay, right? Yeah, you guys picked up Matthew Golden. Yeah. Um, yeah, you guys will be fine. I like Isaac Tesla. He's good. He seems like a really good wide receiver 3. The Parsons trade, it was fair. Packers were on the cusp of Super Bowl potential. Good, late playoff run. That kind of pushed it over the edge. So now real contenders. Now it's going to be a toss up between who takes the wild card spot, whether it's the Lions or you guys. Before that, it was pretty clear Lions were going to win the division. So, yeah, Sal, just don't leave your seat. Um, wasn't Saquon traded for multiple first rounds? Or maybe it was just a first and a second or something? From the Giants to the Eagles. What? Oh, I thought he was traded. Huh. Well, that was probably a blunder by the Giants, but all right. That's true, Cliff. McCaffrey. McCaffrey was traded from the Panthers, right? That was good value. Or am I misremembering that too? Yeah. Yeah, this was good value. Wait, what? What the Okay. I don't know. But yeah, no, I get it. I mean, there's a chance he busts, but I doubt it. I mean, you're taking him from a bad situation, putting him in a better situation. I think he'll just thrive. I mean, as long as we can all agree that the Bears are pretty much going to be useless no matter who they have as their offensive coordinator, coach, quarterback, anything. Yeah. I don't think Minnesota's going to be as good this year without Sam Darnold. Like, I don't think it's an upgrade to go to JJ McCarthy. But we'll see. I mean, clearly I don't think they would have traded him if they didn't see something in him. Like if they didn't trade Sam Darnold, so or let him go or whatever it was, not traded. And Jefferson will find a way to get open, or at least his hands on the ball. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a better division in football right now than the NFC North. Even the Bears aren't even that bad. Assuming like, you know, the coaching transition went good. By the way, have we been talking about football for like 25 minutes now? Like, I'll stop talking about this. Oh no, it's only been 10. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna get too much else this afternoon. More interesting than the chart, yeah. Okay, so pretty much Sledge, because that would mean I would have to leave the dungeon, and I don't want to do that. I think the only conference that's comparable, or not conference, sorry, division, is probably the AFC West. I mean, they're pretty decent. I don't think the North is good because of the Steelers and the Browns. I think Minnesota probably beats out the Steelers. And the Bengals aren't that good all around. And I don't think the NFC East is as good either because of the Cowboys and the Giants. So yeah, I think it would just be the AFC West. Yeah, Sledge. Probably the Raiders, if I had to guess. But they're not that bad. Who's the Raiders quarterback right now? Why do I feel like it's Sam Darnold? No, it's not. It's Gino. Did Sam Darnold go to the Seahawks and then Gino went to the Raiders? Is that what happened? Yeah, he's Seahawks. Okay. Geno Smith and Kenny Pickett, dude. Maybe. I don't know. They're not gonna win their division though. I don't think they're gonna get the wild card. Because isn't the Rams in their division? Yeah, the Rams will win their division. And then I think the 49ers will probably get the wild card. The Rams are actually going to be Super Bowl contenders this year, I bet. I bet you they make it to the championship game. Could be Rams Lions. Or Eagles. Eagles Rams. Eagles Lions. Even Packers. I think Packers, Lions, Eagles, Rams are probably the top four. And then on the AFC, it's the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens. Maybe the Bengals. Maybe the Texans. Don't the Texans still have that one receiver out? I'm hoping for a sophomore slump. That's why I didn't include the. I mean, they're the fifth. They're the fifth best. It could be like another CJ Stroud situation. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. Bad weekend to make a video. We got all this football. I know, Tommy. I was hoping we would get something. Why do I still have this 2-minute up? We didn't even... That failed instantly. Yeah, for sure. We have been shopping for 80 minutes straight. Let's go to that one New York Times game. What is it called? Pips? Yeah. We'll do all of them. Okay. It's going to be this. And then this. Then what? This last. That sounds good. Greater than 4. All those are equal. What do I have 3 equal? I have the 1. Like this. This. Oh, these have to be equal too. How does this work? Oh, the blanks. Like this? No. Okay. Hmm. Maybe it's this. I don't know. Maybe this is the one instead. Like this. No, that doesn't make sense. It's got to be this. Oh, I see what I did wrong. It was just this. There we go. Have you ever hung out with Dodgy IRL? No. Oh wow, this one's kind of tough. What are my thoughts on Romeo and CRT? I don't think I have any thoughts about that. So we know this is 5. I mean, has anyone had any experience with CRT? I think this one's like this. think maybe, I don't know, maybe this, that, this, this. Oh, I think I got it. Cool. That's quick. What is this PA? It's called We Hit Our Target and now we're done for the day. You haven't noticed anything at least? I've noticed it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I guess here we kind of rejected the data low, which is annoying, right? Like, why did we come back up? I guess you can just attribute it to lunch PA. Lunch PA is going to be the same no matter what month we're in. But when we enter the kill zone and we're getting to the macro, you know, we run liquidity, which is good. I feel like we're already starting to make more market maker esque, you know, days where we actually get a buy and sell side of the curve. We didn't really get that in August. How is Oysters Rockefeller? I've never had that before. Sounds good, Baker. Yeah, I might do the same. You're gonna run it again. You're gonna try August a second time for sure. Interesting, Rizu. Guys, what should I do? Should I end 30 minutes early? I can start work on this video. I'll field any more last minute questions. You'll start to lose? Okay, Murmur. I'll end it just for you then. Let's be really... No. How much am I up this week? I'm up... Let's check. 413 per account. Just around 2R. What did I take yesterday? I don't know. I don't remember. Let me check. The 1 minute chase, yeah. Yeah. That's what I took. I don't think so. Just the options trade. Oh, I forgot about that. The options play. Yeah, okay, so I'm up 2,200 so far this week. What was the options play again? We entered... What was the 3-minute long yesterday? 3-minute long. That was Tuesday. Oh, this. It wasn't valid. Oh, PM. PM. Oh, yeah. This was a banger. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. That's across all my accounts combined and options. Exactly, yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, what did the poll decide? London session stream over account giveaway? Oh, I guess I have to do a London session stream. All right. Sounds good, Marmar. Dude, if I actually have to do a London session stream, that would be so cooked. I would have to do London and then I'd have to do PM. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna tap out here. Dream scenario, maybe a short to run Asia low if we come up and tap the 30-minute year, which we just hit, in the hourly. I don't know if we inverse this 5 minutes to the upside. I don't think I'll be bearish anymore, really. But yeah, I will catch all of you tomorrow. Good trade today if you took that. Peace out, everyone.